Have you heard the story about the drop bear? It goes exactly like this.
Here's a local legend, one that folklore didn't miss.
The adventure, it all took place right out in the sticks. It was a freezing day in winter. The mist, it wouldn't lift. The locals all know the spot, but none that would admit.
It's a story with a farmer, a goat, a dog, a sheep. A story with a farmer's wife she swore she won't repeat. The family let me tell the tale, but only to a beat. It happened some time back when only captains owned a fleet. The farmer counted pennies, the leaders all held gold. He couldn't afford to lose even one sheep from his fold. Till one day a sheep was lost, that's how the story's told. Pete the sheep pushed between some hay
Since he was cold.
This is when the goat appeared, high up in the tree. The farmer looked to his surprise and thought the goat was Pete. The dog, its name was Sheila. She took off on her feet. Sheila travelled 500 yards and scampered up the tree. The wife was fixing fences. The farmer wouldn't lie. The woman was busy fixing the fence the tree was right beside. Not only was this crazy that all these parts collide, there was also a dangerous man who under the tree had tried to hide. He snuck up on the woman. The attacker had a knife. Sheila just come flying down and saved the farmer's wife. What happened next? The farmer swore it on his life. The dog latched on the attacker's face and tore off his disguise. The attacker tried to do the bolt. The dog took off behind. The farmer rushed to help his wife. The goat no one could find. Shocked by the events at hand, they recalled them all to mind. Just as an elder appeared, his face began to shine. For 40,000 years, he said, we've lived through every flood. This climbing, scratching dog of yours has bunyip in its blood. The farmer said that Sheila turned up one day from the scrub. We must go and warn the town, so they headed down the pub. After they finished announcing all that happened with Sheila, the rumour started that day of a drop bear bunyip healer. We better not try to catch her, they said. The crown might try to steal her. The beast is going to drop on top of every evil feeler. From the beginning, we've been dancing. We've watched this from our place. The elder declared that this new breed could save the human race. The farmer, he went silent. The story spread throughout the place. The elder drew near to the farmer and whispered to his face. We both dream of new horizons, adventures far and wide. The farmer could see strength in him of which he quite admired. The elder said, we are not blind, nor do we try to hide the suffering that our people face. He turned his head and cried. With all this done to your people, how do you stand so tall? My son, a race can only climb as high as they can fall. If you look out at my people, you might think we missed the call. But mate, in times to come, you'll see we will not drop the ball. The farmer said, our roots are true, mate, but just not quite as deep. We understand that for all this land, it's secrets you do keep. I feel for all us fleet catchers, we're thrown here in a heap. But surely we can live as one. And he left to tend his sheep. The goat they couldn't find that day. Some say it's still in the tree. The drop bear, she still roams the bush as ferocious as can be. Before both men had left that day, they united to agree. When the time had fully come, each other's brothers they would be. And so the story finishes, these men upon the land, bound together by oath to come together as time demands. Stories of the drop bear were well and truly banned, and all the written records, of course, were only written in the sand.